I was looking at that video. I got to send it through. It's a long video. It's 29 minutes. I'm like, shoot. You know how you can lengthen your videos? They'll allow you to do it. Because I can talk. That's why I get asked to speak. But hey, everything got a trickle down effect. Getting back to them Section 8 cuts. While people are making fun, that is how a lot of landlords get paid from their Section 8 tenants. Now, they got a lot of people. I haven't heard about anybody here yet. It hasn't got in my ear yet because my phone would have been blowing up. It would have been all kind of messages on my main phone or the house, the landline. I haven't heard about it. Or anybody that I've talked to, they said no. I said, what about, didn't you say your niece is on it? She haven't said anything. Maybe it ain't got to them yet, but I pray it doesn't. But I was looking at this video, this lady said, like, if you gotta, this is what, I still think it should have been a little weight on that, like to prepare, but he said it, yeah, he said it. But everybody wasn't paying attention. When it was brought up, people were too busy smoking their blunt. Hey, nigga, pass me that, yeah, make that point. The point is this, it's going to have a trickle-down effect. It's not no laughing matter, because a lot of people, there's a lot of landlords, like one of my family members own a lot of property. And predominantly, before Section 8 was like the way it is, they were leery about it. And I had to tell them, I said, if you rent out to a Section 8 person, whether it's through the city or the state, that you're covering it's like insurance. Like, if they tear up your house, this and that, and if they don't fix it, then you report it, take pictures, let them see, make a police report. They will get kicked off that program if they don't make it right with you, because you got the right to keep their security deposit. You gonna give me my security deposit? For what? You bashed the walls, you did this and that, this and that, this and that. We ain't talking about normal wear and tear. We talking about you did stuff on purpose. You spray painted bitch on the wall, all that little crazy stuff, because you was mad because when Christmas came, you bought your kids. This is what I can't stand. And I know I don't even deal with that now. I'm too old. I remember back in the day when I was younger, chicks used to do this. When they went on Section 8, they would be like, they would get to feeling bad because they wasn't with their baby daddies, quote unquote, baby daddies or baby daddy. Oh, I got to get my kids going to have a good Christmas. So you're not going to pay your rent. And it's not like next month you're going to be able to take, like you're going to be able, because they weren't working. So it's getting welfare. So it's like, you still owe them, you're a month in the hole. And they're not charging you a late fee. Some do. That's why some landlords, they have a contract, this and that. But it's such a time-consuming thing. You can still stay in their house rent-free, basically squat, because of the judicial system. And then by the time they take you to court, they done spend so much money for money they're still never going to get. But to legally make sure you get put out. That's a lot of people's bread and butter. It's people that work that own rental property, because it's like, that's a for sure income. That's an investment property. And, all races do it that have property. You can just own one house and say, I don't want the house that I inherited. I'm just going to, or this, whatever. We just bought this. We're starting to invest in rental property. Well, if you're, and I feel bad now, but I didn't make them do it. I just was saying, like, then I said, that's a good tenant to have. I said, make sure you get the references, of course, from the last landlord, just like a job. So what type of tenant were they? Forget them references. You put me down. Oh, she's a beautiful person. She's so clean and neat. She keeps everything up so well. No, there's normal wear and tear, too. But the landlord can tell you best. They were always behind on the rent. They got to Section 8, and they told me they're going to move. And they still owe me money. So that just let me know if it's something getting a tighter bind, if this person get off Section 8 or lose it, then I know to expect the same thing. How you going to judge? That lady don't mean like she lying. Why she got to lie? I like proof, too. Usually, if I say something like that, I'll be like, do you have a fax number? You got an email? What is your P.O. box? I'll send you, mark off some stuff where they can't see your personal, but this person left me on this amount of dollars, But Section 8 is going to have a trickle-down effect. Just know it is. While the men are talking about, you all put on your condoms, be protected, because what ain't good, what? You should have been wearing your condoms to know that all vagina ain't good vagina. Stop being such a hound. You don't want to limit yourself to one woman. Well, if you're gay, someone don't want to limit themselves to one same-sex person. All I'm saying is it's not about a white thing, a black thing, a male or a female thing. It's about survival, and it's about human life, and especially when children are involved. But even not being a child, we all need the basics. If you're not hooked up to some tubes and it's breathing for you and making your chest go up and down, and somebody trying to decide whether we're going to keep you or not, or the insurance ain't going to cover it, you still had a chance. Because they'll say, well, put it, you don't have an insurance, but they'll be working. The social worker at the hospital done made it so if somebody done sign it, if you can't sign it, the state will pick up that tab if you don't have no, HMO. The point is this: there's cuts, big major cuts coming in, that are coming to Medicaid. So it's gonna be a lot of children without health insurance, to the point where this is what I feel in my spirit. It just makes sense to me, as far as not in a good way. You know how they say no hospital can refuse you because of your inability to pay? No, because they know they're gonna get their money regardless. You can have just, say you're a celebrity and you don't have HMO. Well, I can pay for that. Or a lot of people, they'll be nice and donate, and I picked up their hospital tab. How much was it? It was like $100,000, $120,000. But they got that much around their neck. And I'm not hating on nobody. The thing is, it's getting to that point where people need to get closer to one another. People need to start. You got an attitude problem with boo-boo. If I got somewhere to stay and you don't, you're going to have to swallow your pride. Because if I'm not that kind of person. If I say you can come stay with me, I'm not going to kiss your butt. And I'm not asking you to kiss my butt. But you don't even want to get up and you don't even want to wash your behind. Number one, you don't wash your hands going to my refrigerator. And when you would, like my mama saying, which is true, those of you that got your own, if you go by my rules, I'm not one of them kind of people to hold it over your head. But you're living in my house, you got to, no. But if you're at home all day, I want my heat turned down. Because since you done been there and you're not contributing financially, my heat bill is skyrocketed. My AC, you got my AC cranking. I cut it all the way off if we gone. So what we live off of, me and him, I got bills, but I asked you for, dang, I thought you ain't giving a person a chance to save up. See, all that pride and all that old stupid stuff that, giving people hell about stuff. Now, I agree with that. You're going to have to bow down in your nature. Because unless you got that kind of testicular fortitude in your spirit to make it. Other than that, you're going to be living in a shelter. And from what I seen or what I heard, you can't stay in there, laying there all day and be on YouTube or selfie taking. Me after work. Me and hubby out to this. In the ride. Doing it. You ain't going to be able to do that no more. Because you can't even afford your prepaid or your burnouts. Not trying to be funny. It's a trickle-down effect. The economy from, it's a trickle-down effect. Not for people just for landlords, it's a trickle-down effect. Okay. What would people do if you're hungry, got children, and you never shoplifted in your life? What would you do? And hope you don't get caught. If I got to look at 5 babies in the face, well, you shouldn't have had all them babies. True, but they here. I didn't have abortion, so they here. Forget what I shouldn't have had. Well, Michael just said, if you can't feed your baby, then don't have your baby. And I'm not making light of it. The thing is, I'm a mother. Don't no mother want to look at their child. Forget you didn't get to get them this for Christmas or the costume they want for Halloween. I wouldn't take them out on Halloween anyway. It's a demonic holiday. All I'm saying is this. Okay, you got little ones looking at you crying. They don't understand. Mommy, I'm hungry. I don't care if they're 12 or 13. They're hungry. They're human. A real parent, if you got 1 can of beans left. I got 3 kids. It's 1 can of beans. Whether you got a man, husband, or wife, maybe we can't. I know. But take out 2 beans for us. We eat 1 apiece. Or a couple. And these kidney beans that you use in chili, but that's just saying, you know what I'm saying? But when you're hungry, you're going to eat anything. It ain't I don't like that. I'm smelling my food. You better eat it. Like back in the day, or your grandma said, you better eat that, boy. You better eat them greens and them collard, the cornbread. I don't want this. I want McDonald's. See, trickle-down effect. It'll affect your job, your health, your life. It's going to be the suicide rate is going to plummet. The murder rate is going to plummet. Everything shoplifting is going to be at an all-time high. There ain't that many people looking at no camera and walking around in plain clothes or in security, and he's going beep, beep, beep. Some folks can run because babies going to need Pampers. People going to need to eat. You got to eat. A lot of people going to be dying or have asthma attacks because they can't get their inhaler. They're prescribed when they was on Medicaid. They didn't ask to have asthma. It's a lot of things. It's going to have a trickle-down effect on a lot of people. So people, like, because you living good or you got them, they lazy. No, they're not. Not everybody's not lazy. But welfare was put in to enslave people. It was. It was to keep you dependent. It was, and from what I studied and learned, and then talking to older people that are dead now, when welfare came on the scene, it made a man, I'm not going to say it's a black thing, it made a man be able to be, because everybody's seen that this stereotype that it's only black folks on welfare. No, it's not. I beg your pardon. I beg to differ. No, it's not. The thing is, about the welfare situation, if I got pregnant, I'm good. Oh, he don't want to this and that. Forget him. You might have your little feelings, and probably he wasn't doing nothing financially for you anyway. And then he might not even be that might even be the baby daddy. Maury proved that. Brought that to but the point is, what you gonna do? Oh no, the ring, my ring has finally fell off, but it's at home. I didn't lose it. Like, shoot, may not wear it. Turn it backwards. Keep my finger like this. Oh, it's just cubic zirconia at it. Well, a man was on Facebook with some fake money the other year and living in the ghetto, and he was going to tell everybody the next day it was a joke. And why did his boys come in and kill him? His boys came and killed him, and it was fake money. So, he said he had hit the lottery or something. All I'm saying, is that it's going to have a trickle-down effect. So while you snug and out there in your little cozy kitchen comfort inn where you stay and whatever, you better, if you don't have security, you better get one. And if you need to get a dog, and dogs got to eat, you better have a whole bunch of artillery. You better, and think about that. You're not gonna be able to sleep because when everybody's walking back and forth like zombies, that like kicking in doors to rob you. And rape your wife, and rape your kids, rape you, and get what's your ATM number? What is it? Take you there and then shoot you and pop you off. The point is, it's going to have a trickle down effect. And if you didn't vote, the point I'm trying to make too, you already know the point. This YouTube stuff, enjoy this little bit last of it. Enjoy it. And I really hate for the folks that were really that had really good contents, whatever they even, reviewing products. But if they had a good, forum that people like, and especially if people send you donations, and you got commercials too, but donations, they're going to stop because everything going to have a trickle down effect. McDonald's, these corporate places, fast food. Yeah, I got a job, but don't nobody come in. Unless they're trying to rob us every second. Or they stealing ketchup or whatever. It's just crazy. Or where they have the drinks out, you can make your own drink, have your own fountain drink. Who's going to have money to do that? Without wanting to rob you, give me the money in the cash register. Or you get a job there so you can walk out with it or do it in such a way. Or have a setup. But who's really going to sit up and do that? Security guards, really? No, they're going to have to call in the troops. And they're not going to have no problem with going pop. Maybe because they was having a bad day. To an innocent old elderly woman. Oh, she looks suspicious. Because their heart filled with hate and they just want to do this anyway. All I'm saying is that it's going to get worse. Women are going to start freaking out that you don't have nowhere to live. You're going to see a lot of children dying, not because the parent was unfit and physically abusive. It's going to be a lot of people you're going to walk up on. You didn't hear from them, or the police, or a home invader, and they'll just pull the bodies out the way and say, "Well, we got somewhere to squat. We got our weapons. Guard the door." It's going to get like that. See, you didn't think America get like that. Yeah, he said, "Make America great again." No, it's like they say, it's going to get worse before it get better. I don't think it's going to get better. It's going to get worse to worse until somebody send one of them things through the air and it hit you so fast you don't even know you did. Your body just turned to ash, bones and all, from the nuclear heat. I'm not trying to discourage anybody and tell them, go kill yourself. No. I've said it off and on. People think you just be talking. Want to leave you, oh, you look sexy, or you look ugly, or you look like a man, whatever. And you know what? Black conscious community, this goes out to you. All that talking and no action. Nope. Has anybody in the maybe some I missed out on. And then those that did, you know why? Because people want to hear something to make them feel good. But are they going to do it? Did anybody hold a meeting and say, or that they meet up and say, look, black people, or all people? But if you just want to speak to your people, some people just say, no, it's just about the blacks. Okay, it is what it is. It's black racists just like it's white racists. You know? All I'm saying is this. People get discriminated, whether they're straight, gay, fat, tall, or what you call ugly, pretty. It's all types of discrimination. Because you like dogs and they have allergies. I hate dogs. Well, why do you hate them? Well, I have allergies. I have allergies, but I don't hate all dogs. I've said some dumb stuff about dogs. But all I'm saying is this. These jobs, like right now, I'm looking at a truck that's about to pull up and drop off some liquor or beer. It's a beer truck. Who's going to be the consumer? The celebrities are going to go broke. Now I understand why they were really, really upset. I did start to understand what I heard about a law that ex-POTUS, oh, the sun went down, ex-POTUS Clinton wrote into effect about, it was something, don't quote me, but you got to look it up. It helped the industry. Some of that stuff that Kanye said, he wasn't lying about. You could actually have pull, depending on who you roll with or what society you're involved with, hint, hint, that you get more airplay, you this and that, when you paid your dues this way behind closed doors with this and that. Only we know. You know when they go like this? Yeah, that kind of thing. Keep your secrets. They're not all Masons. Because, you know, there are some working class Masons. See, you'll never be without a job with a Mason. If you're just a working class Mason, you're going to always be looked out for. If your kid get in trouble, they already been contacted. Oh, that's the judge. Oh, that's one of my girls. That's one of my boys. You know, oh, don't worry. I got that. He walked away. How did he walk out of that? Because of what he knew. And then, you know, some dumb people, they'll sit there and throw up all these little signs and gestures. They could be down with it all day. They already know. I ain't heard about you, so whatever you think you know, I'm not going to say you're not guilty. But when they hit that gavel and say not guilty, but nothing. Retrial, whatever, appeal. The point is, it's going to get terrible. You know what's sad? It's people in prison probably glad they're in prison right now. They're like, well, shoot, there ain't no reason to go on outside. It's not going to be enough prison space. That's why there were so many body, quote unquote, styrofoam casket looking things, quote unquote, our ex-president ordered at a lot of these Walmarts that are closed down. Hint, hint, future concentration camps. Population control. Hint, hint. But that's all I'm going to say right now. But just know it is a trickle-down effect. It is a trickle-down effect. It's going to affect everybody. I don't care if you do got a job. If you work for a mortgage and loan company, who's going to be calling? If you can make it to work without a roadblock where everybody pulling you out your car, beating you, and trying to rob you for this, the money's not going to be any good. It's going to turn into an NWO, a new world order. One religion, one currency, one faith, whatever. You got to roll. It's like you got to get down or lay down. So, but all these rich folks, they're getting rid of the people that working class and the rich folks. I mean, the poor folks, whatever you want to say, or be, you know, that, you know, whatever, you know, what is the stipulations or whatever, you know, below the poverty line. Prisoners feel like they lucky now. They feel blessed. Man, I was worried about getting out. I don't want to get out now because they're looking forward now to, hey, bro, you want to get married? Hey, let's do this. We was doing it anyway in the shower, and I ain't trying to be funny. It's like the dead people, man. If somebody die in your family, and there's no disrespect, but they die, guess what? In my book, they was one of the lucky ones. They got out of here. They don't have to worry about nothing no more. You know, not that old cliche. You know how when somebody said, sleep on so-and-so, no more pain. As much pain as you was in when you left here. Well, usually when you have cancer, you go, what they call hospice, some folks be out of their mind on morphine. You just keeping them comfortable, that pain, because they just leave until they just drift on off. Those are lucky ones. Not to preach doom and gloom, but come on, people. It's a trickle-down effect. So while everybody making jokes and stuff and talking about, oh, yeah, you're going to be able to get all the vagina you want because these chicks going to be tricking like crazy. Chicks is tricking all day. It's women that work and they trick. Trick. That ain't nothing. I mean, trick with HIV. Trick. What would you rather have, herpes or HIV? Neither. But herpes flares up. Then imagine this. No free clinics to go get that treated if you did have it. No Medicaid. No Medicare. It's going to be a society that the whole world will be united, but at what cost? You could be rich as you could be a billionaire overnight. Well, a millionaire overnight if you win the Powerball. I bought my little Wild Time tickets instance, and I cashed in. I forgot to cash this one. The other one I cashed in, that was a $10 winner. And I spent $10 on that ticket. So I got my $10 back. But it was a ticket I started to give back. It's been over my visor for over a month. And I told my husband, he said, "Down, I'll do it." He didn't look to see if, he didn't even, what he does, he'll just say, okay, I did everything I'm supposed to do here. He don't even look to see if it's a winner. So by him not saying nothing, I started to, because I was like to keep junk out my car. I heard a voice like, not a voice, but it was like an inner voice like, don't throw it away. But he would have said something. I mean, now when he scratched a ticket for me like this, a Wild Time, of course, if you got that whatever sign or whatever they say look for, or a bonus, you automatically get it. Or you win, like you ever get it where like all of them is something, and you get like $100, $50, $20, $10, or they're all $2 winners, and they might average up to like, let's say 2, 4, 6, 8. So you get like, it's got 12 W's, and you got 2 numbers you can look for. But if you get a star in any spot, you win that prize automatically. If you get a wild in any spot, you win all 12 prizes. So let's say it's say $5,000. I'm just saying, that's a lot of money if you ain't got it, or free money. All I'm saying, it's a trickle down effect. Oh, people gonna be selling drugs. With what? Their bodies? Because you doing something illegal, they're buying drugs from you. Where are they going to get the money from? They're going to be killing the drug dealers and taking the drugs. And when that's over, they're going to find somebody else because they want to stay high. Who are they going to sell it to? The barter system? Hey, man, I got this big old huge garbage bag of weed. How much that for? A pack? Give me that for a pack of pork chops. You ain't got no fire to cook it on. Oh, we eat it raw, boo. That's how we roll. We eat the food. Y'all eat y'all food raw. Where you get fire at? Oh, you got fire? Pop. Take their fire. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just keeping it real as I can say it on here. Just remember, it has a trickle-down effect for everybody. The Section 8, the Medicare, and the Medicaid. You take away the housing, you take away the food. Desperate measures calls for desperate times. No, desperate times, correction, call for desperate measures. People got to eat. Some people don't even wash their butt, but they can go in there and get something to eat, right? And they got water. They gonna be missing that. Can't even wash your butt no more. You're going to be washing your butt in water like the people I see over there in India. Is it River Ganges? Whatever. They dead bodies they put in there. You're washing your clothes, this and that. People throwing up, and you're drinking it. And then they got all kind of typhoid fever and parasites in their belly, and their belly swole up because it's a bunch of worms in your belly. Then what? I hate worms. Is the day going to come where I have to eat earthworms? It rained. They go, oh. Telling my husband, oh, do I have to share it? Donna, you can eat that worm. And then after I eat it, or probably not, because, oh, that was so good. I haven't ate since last week. The body can go so long without food, but without water, and then you could be starving. Your body will turn on itself and start, your organs will deteriorate because your body is like going into, the mode where you, what's the mode of I can't think of the word. You know what I'm saying. You kind of know what I'm getting at. It's like the body is saying, well, you know what? I notice ain't been no calories put in here. So let's start eating itself. And then you die. Nobody going to be able to give you the coroner or autopsy. Why? There's no money. They're not getting paid. Nobody even has money. The money will be no good. You going to pay with your chip? It's going to be some that many roll with that system, but it's going to be like a limited thing. Who are the entertainers going to entertain? Each other? There will be no more concerts. There will be no more people that work 9 to 5, and they may not have Section 8. But just know, Section 8 and Medicaid, everybody in food stamps don't mean the person is lazy. Yes, it was meant to help when you need it, but something ain't right though. And I'm not beating up on the men, but just think about it. But everybody want to blame the woman. Well, think about the men too. You play a part too. It takes a man and a woman. Well, they can do it in the test tube now. But you got to pay for that, right? Unless you experiment. The point is, you're a crash test dummy and you letting them pump you up with this and that. The point is, people going to do some things they never thought they'd have to do. To me, turning a trick, they're having sex anyway with no condoms. So what's the difference? But I don't like old men. He stink. You all stink because we ain't got water no more. The water taps is dry. We at the Detroit River trying to drink water. All I'm saying, it's a trickle-down effect. But I got a job. Your job, when people were working, they could come in. They think it's just going to be all these people that's just working and this and that. So so where they going to put the people that don't have no place to stay? Think about it. Where are the people going to go that have no place to stay? Pull up a song by a group called Perry. I think it's Perry. I know it's Perry. Perry. The background singers for Anita Baker. But they don't sing with her no more. But they sing really beautiful. It's a song called I Got No Place to Go. I'm alone in this big city. They say, walking around, still. In other words, the song is conveying how something went wrong in their life. And this is how they ended up homeless. It's going to be a lot of people homeless. People walking past people. I saw a touching video the other week that made me cry. Off of YouTube. They did an experiment. Some of you probably seen it. They were, looking neat, clean and neat. Because people think because if you're begging, you're a bum. Haven't there been times that you have lost your money or left your money at home? Or I've had to use a person's cell phone. Like, oh my God, I done locked my car, I done locked myself out. And I have to call my husband. So if I get to a phone, he can come and be like, what you doing? But he got a set of keys. The point is, when you get to that point and everything has a trickle down. You may work for the automotive factory. Well, I make good money. Nobody gonna be able to buy it. There'll be some stuff people be able to buy it, but I'm saying after a while, then what? Then what? You're working, but who's buying the cars? Who can afford to buy a car off the the used car lot if they don't have a job? Because their job went under because of the money that trickled in from food stamps or EBT cards or the money from somebody's wealth or SSI check. When they, what I'm saying, these stores are going to close. They're going to go under. There's going to be one store. It's just going to get back to a lot. I heard, but getting back to the experiment. These guys did an experiment about people. They went past a pizzeria, and it was one of those, I don't know if it was in New York, but one of the places where people was eating outside too. And you see, it was a bunch of men on their lunch break, and some women with children. And the guys were like, excuse me, sir, I'm really hungry. Can I have a piece of your pizza? Look, I bought this with my last money. Look, no. I'm the type, you really want to buy something? Because I'll be like, is he about to buy drugs? I'll just say, I'll buy you something to eat. And a lot of times people be like, okay. Unless you're going to be like that movie and had it, on New Jack City, he had a little brown, I think it was New Jack City. Yeah, the little brown paper bag with grease. And he said, I'll suck yo. And he killed the dude. And that was over some crack. I'll suck it. Trying to sell an old cheeseburger. Because he ain't want no food, he want crack. He want to feed that demon. That crack demon. But I'm saying, the thing is, it's getting to that point. It's a food chain. It's a circle. The money trickles in. The first of the month is a lot of people. Tomorrow's the first. So a lot of people are going to be out and about. There's going to be a big boom in sales because people got to get their little soap and this and that, pay their bills, this and that. They're going to probably catch a cab or Uber, or if they don't have a car, they're going to pay somebody to take them around or whatever. If that gets taken away, because he's even talking about the disability cuts, if they deem to be able. Now, the people that are able or got jobs, what do you think the people that don't have going to do? They're going to take from you. It's not going to be said. Like what I'm doing here now, I won't get them sitting in no parking lot this long with all 4 windows down, with the moonroof closed. But that's put too much sunlight. See, too much sunlight. All I'm saying, what are we gonna do then? It's gonna be unsafe for you to go all that little bopping around like I like to do at night. Oh, I'm gonna go while he sleep, cause I need to go get this, and I just can't help it. What? Okay. It's gonna affect everything. So then what? The gas station's gonna close down because if you don't have a job, you can't put gas in your car unless somebody, the point is, it's like this. If you lost your job in a different time, a different day, 20 years ago, somebody could say, oh, I got a gas card. You know what? I'm going to bless her. I'm going to go get her a gas card, a $100 gas card. Because she don't get paid. She said the next weekend. She had to catch up on a bill. And she's not lying. She's not on drugs. She ain't taking care of no man. She take care of her kids. She get out there and get hers. Here you go. If I got it, I'm like that. Sometimes people, they don't want to excel. I got that pride thing too. But what all I can't get from my husband, I ask God for. Yeah, I believe in him. If he don't bless me supernaturally, I'll be like, oh my God, that had to be God. How did they know? Nobody knew I needed. All I'm saying is, it's going to have a trickle-down effect. Like the car they stole from me. Look at that caddy, that 2008 Obama caddy. That's what I'm talking. Can you see? Well, that's the car wash. It's pretty. He about to get that bad boy clean. What kind of tip he gonna get him? See, those kind of people, not saying, but you got it like that. $10 for you, $10 for you. I've done it in a good mood. Especially when I play the lottery a lot. Income tax time, $20. Sometimes I'd be moved to give a person that. It's like, because, it keep my blessings coming. Yeah, they getting paid, but if they just working off tips, make sure you make it worth your while. You did a good job, too, and you were friendly and courteous. You could be fake as I don't know what. A kind smile. That might be the only smile somebody had all day. But back again. Okay, I run my mouth, but I'm speaking some real as I know it. The experiment was the pizza. People wouldn't get nobody no pizza. They walked up to a man that had no shoes on. He was homeless. He had a can. And he was like, he's so down on his luck. He just looking down. Dirty, disheveled. And it wasn't made up. It made me cry. A man that looked well dressed. I had on, nice hoodie and everything, gym shoes. Asking a homeless man. Do you know that? Because what they did, they set the homeless man up. They gave him a whole box of pizza. They said, we ate a couple of slices, but we don't want it. They could have been trying to poison me. He said, thank you. I think they put some money in his Maxwell House coffee can that he was, somebody want to give. They see him on the sidewalk, dirty and disheveled, with no shoes on his feet. And it was, oh my God. I'm going to start crying. Anyway. The homeless man know what it felt like to not have. Because he know that's whatever brought him to that point where he at. Whether it be drugs or just, I lost my job. I don't have anybody I can depend on. Or I just refuse to ask him. Or people act so crazy. People are fickle. I'd rather live on the street and just collect dimes and $1. And whatever I get at the end of the day, I'm going to buy me something to eat. And he wasn't in front of no restaurant. He was like in a downtown area. Like downtown. In the metropolis area. Downtown. The homeless man looked up. This guy walked. After they gave him a pizza, they set him up. The other guy that was with them that he had never seen. He said, excuse me, sir. I'm very hungry. Do you have an extra piece of pizza you can offer me? The man looked at him like that. He said, shook his head, yeah. He opened the box toward him. The guy sat down next to him. He said, wow, I'm so hungry. The guy's like, here, help yourself. But he never talked. It's like his moment. He could talk, but this is what happened. He just sat there. That man was eating that pizza. Man, it hurt me so bad, but it was touching to think. Because that man say, look, I know how it feels to be hungry. I know how it is. How dare me? I wouldn't dare turn you down. Not saying it's good. Because I guess he's like, well, he didn't look at him like, he lying. He got on nice shoes and a jacket. But the man said he was hungry. One of the, things that we require as humans. Food, sustenance. He gave him his pizza. Not the whole thing, but if he wanted some more. The guy said, can I have enough? He said, turned it to him because it was an extra large. The man, because it was a setup. I don't know how much he put in the coffee can, but I think he put it in his hand so the man could see. I don't know if it was a $100 bill or what. I don't even know if he had any money in the coffee can. He sit there probably like 24/7 unless he has to use the bathroom. Probably have done it on himself. The point is, it was a Caucasian gentleman. The man, he didn't know he was being taped. The man, he said, thank you so much. And because you shared, he said, here, this is for you. That's what let me know the man had good sense, too. Everybody homeless is not, mentally ill either. That's a stigma. The point is, whatever that man gave him, the man had to stop eating his pizza, and he broke down and boo-hooed. All because of a gesture of kindness. Because he know what it feel like not to have. And see, that's where I've always had my heart in all my life. I just had people that didn't appreciate it or think you owe them something. But baby, it's some people now I know with children. The only way they can get something, I would give their kids something, but I wouldn't give them nothing. I'd give them a little something, but no, the baby gonna eat. Let the baby eat. Well, I'm hungry. Well, you can have here. You can have that, but I want to make sure this baby get full. All I'm saying, that man broke down crying because I guess it made him think like, wow, this guy just gave me this. He could have bought a whole bunch of pizza with this. He could have sat in a restaurant and ate it. He gave this to me. He probably hadn't got no pennies. People probably throw pennies in there if they do, because he's not like entertaining nobody. And then he got a can and say, here, you want to, after you do something, or play the trumpet or guitar or sing, somebody say, okay, we're going to throw that. Yeah, you got some skills, and walk on. Or just say, here. He didn't stand there saying, can I? He just know, you see, I'm sitting here. You don't have to give. I'm not even going to ask. If you move to give to me, thank you. The man could talk, and he had good sense. But he broke down and cried, and then I cried. And I'm trying not to cry now, because, sometimes you can speak without using words. And it's like, at that moment, I felt what he felt. Like, I know what it is.